Well, good. Well, welcome everyone to Pau Hana here at First Unitarian Church of Honolulu. Hi, Nancy. I see some waving going on. This is a time when we gather once a week to, I don't know, enjoy each other's company, enjoy some classes we've had lately, enjoy some trivia we've had. But tonight we've invited back one of our most popular guests, had a lot of views on our YouTube channel. And yeah, and I thought it would be fun to maybe wrap up a season because I am going on study leave for a few weeks, which we'll talk about at the end of this. But we're going to take a little hiatus from Pau Hana for a few weeks and to sort of bring our 18-month season to a close, nonstop season. I thought we would have friends of the congregation who we all love so much, Doris Justis, do a little concert with us again and chat with me some. So I'd like to kick it off with a song. So Doris, do you have any songs for us today that you want to start with?
I do. And is that Julie or somebody else? Not mine. I wanted to start with a cappella, and it's a song that Mary Chapin Carpenter wrote that I've just always loved, called Why Walk When You Can Fly. In this world, there's a whole lot of trouble. In this world, there's a whole lot of pain. In this world, there's a whole lot of trouble, but a whole lot of ground to gain. Why take when you could be giving? Why watch as the world goes by? It's a hard enough life to be living. Why walk when you can fly? In this world, there's a whole lot of sorrow. In this world, there's a whole lot of shame. In this world, there's a whole lot of sorrow and a whole lot of ground to gain. When you spend your whole life wishing, wanting and wondering why, it's a hard enough life to be living. Why walk when you can fly? And in this world, there's a whole lot of golden. In this world, there's a whole lot of plain. In this world, you've a soul for a compass and a heart for a pair of wings. There's a star on the far horizon, rising bright in a tropical sky. For the rest of the time that you're given, why walk when you can fly? For the rest of the time that you're given, why walk when you can fly high?
We're doing waving hands. You can see, right?
Yay,
good.
Thank you.
Last time poor Doris couldn't see any reaction, anything. She was just going for it. Yeah. So thanks for opening with that. What made you choose that song to start with?
I don't know, maybe because probably because I was watching the Kennedy Center honors last week on Sunday, and they were honoring Doris, and the folks that got up to honor her were Emmylou Harris and Mary Chapin Carpenter, and I was just delighted to see them. And I remembered all the songs of Mary Chapin's that I knew, and when I knew her was back when she was like passing a hat at a coffee shop in Washington, D.C. called Food for Thought. And it just brought back all those memories of all that time. And then I booked her for a showcase for the Dictionary that I told you about before. And the owner of the Birchmere had asked someone from Flying Fish Records to come. Mm-hmm. And she got a recording contract on the spot from that showcase.
Wow.
And but before that, what she had done was just be a backup singer for the very first showcase. And I had booked Bill Danoff, and he brought John Jennings, and he brought Chapin to do harmony, and it was magical. I mean, everybody was like, "Who is this woman?" And the rest is history, really. I mean, and so the next time she came back, record deal, and the rest is history, because the next deal was Columbia and hits and everything else.
Yeah.
Yay! But all of that came flooding back. Just seeing her standing on the Kennedy Center stage like that with Emmylou, who is also from Washington, D.C., and started kind of her career on Dick Sari's show at 14 when she did a hootenanny that he was doing live. Yeah. A little history. I always digress. Sorry about that.
That's good. That's the plan. We should just call this show Digression.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Any other tunes you were thinking of starting with? I have my thoughts about Joan Baez, but we'll do that some other time. So.
Okay. Yes, because I actually didn't. I had a song on the list that Joan did, and then I changed my mind. I went in a different direction, but we can always do "We Shall Overcome,"
okay,
which is what Emmylou and Mary Chapin ended their tribute for Joan with that. So it was everybody in the audience, and you could recognize people from the Senate and the House from both sides. Okay, all singing "We Shall Overcome." It was a moment for sure. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, this is a song. Well, some of you know that my brother, who was 81, passed away a couple weeks ago, and in the grieving process, I also remembered a time when my father was very ill, and this was back in the 80s. This goes way back. And we were all in the waiting room of intensive care, and it didn't look very good. And all of a sudden, they put over the PA code blue, and Mommy just got up and said, "That's your dad, and there will be no heroic measures." And she left us. And as I was sitting there and not knowing what in the world's going to happen with my older brother, my sweet brother, I turned to him and I said, "Do you have anything I can write on?" And he said, "Well, I've got an envelope. Here, take this." And I wrote this song out on that envelope. And for some years after, because Daddy survived and lived for 8 more years, you know, he just rallied. No heroic measure. He just came back out around. And for years, I thought it was my song that it's called "My Dream of Life." And I thought it was my song. But after a few years, I realized the stuff that was in it actually didn't fit what I was dreaming of, but I thought it fit what my father was dreaming of, because he worked all of my life that I knew of him. We did hardly ever went on any vacation. And I thought I wonder if maybe these could have been some of his dreams. Okay. Dream of life. There are so many places I haven't seen, so many things I haven't been. Mountains I want to climb and rivers to roll down. And I hope my dream of life will bring me the sound. I want to see a place where silence abounds. Feel breezes clear and fresh and hear the birds cry. I want to know you better. Eagle fly. My dream for me is alive in the mountains. So high, I want to see the sun rising early in the morn, not show its face again where valleys are born. Hear the wind whisper, you are finally here. My dream of life for me is to have peaceful things near. I want to see a place where silence abounds.
You got a lot to
The breeze is clear and fresh.
That's what I'm looking for.
Hear the birds cry. I want to know you better. Eagles to fly. The dream for me is life in the mountains. So high. Come with me when the time takes us away. Those and crackling fires, beauty every day. Find a place together on a mountainside. A dream of life for us is to share all of the sky. I want to see a place where silence abounds. Feel breezes clear and fresh and hear the birds cry. I want to know you better. Eagles that fly. My dream for us is life in the mountains where we fly.
Wonderful. Thank you, Doris. Did I hear it right that it was the dream I have is that I am in a mountain high, and then the last one is that we are in a mountain high? Can you tell us why the change?
Well, I've never dreamed of me being in mountains.
Yeah.
I dreamed of me at beaches and waters and things like that. So that's why it didn't seem to fit.
Yeah.
And so as I was writing it, I think if we believe, that I was channeling him somehow, that it was my mom and he who wanted to have those last years together in some wonderfully peaceful, serene place. And I do know they love the mountains. We went to the Blue Ridge only a few times because they never had time for vacation. But when we went, it was for a couple nights to the Blue Ridge in Virginia and to Natural Bridge, if you've ever been in Virginia, which is an amazing natural wonder, believe it. Yeah. So
there's an old saying about the skillful or the artful something can make their dreams come true, but the blessed or the inspired something make others' dreams come true.
Ooh.
And I think when you write songs about others' dreams, that's powerful, I think. So
Wow.
yeah.
Huh.
I forget
my
exactly.
brother, my brother later on, he agreed with me. I mean, he was there at the creation of that song.
Yeah.
And some years later, I told him what I had thought about it. And he said, yeah, he said, that makes perfect sense. You've never wanted to be in the mountains, much
Well,
less eagles flying over you,
mountain is such a beautiful word to sing, though. It's
isn't
a
it?
lot more beautiful than beach. Beach is a terrible word to sing. Unless there is, and then it's white sandy beach of Hawaii, but mountain is a beautiful word to sing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, good. Yeah, it's I know, as you mentioned with your brother's death recently, and I know for me, music has always gotten me through periods of pain and of loss and of just reckoning. I don't know, there's something about the equanimity of it. But how have you been doing? I mean, we don't need to get too far into it, but has music been helping or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like turned the whole thing around. That's the whole point of when you called me and we talked about that, and then you said you'd like to see if I'd do the Pau Hana again, and I just flipped everything in a great way.
Yeah.
Just did.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm getting a kitty cat tomorrow.
Ah, that's wonderful.
Isn't the
Do you
saying
wanna-
when it rains, it pours or something like that?
Yeah.
Kitty cat.
Yeah.
And I did tell you, and some of the folks that are with us today do know the story, but the gal that's leaving here, the young lady, she's only in her early 20s, and her name is Flor, Flor, like flower in different languages. And she named her kitty cat Ceiling. Ceiling? And she answers to it, and I like it. I've gotten so used to it now. I've visited a 3 times, and it belongs to her. And we tried other names, and she just looked at us like, But when Flor said CC or Ceiling, boom, right up on the sofa between us to be loved on.
Yeah.
Oh, Ceiling it is. It's unique, right?
It is. It is. She's probably the only cat named Ceiling I can think of, but yeah.
I'm thinking that too.
Yeah. That's great. So any other tunes you were thinking of?
Sure. I'll tell you what, we lost another person in the last week or so, a really good friend of mine, Grace Griffith, a fantastic singer, songwriter, and all around a wonderful person who had Parkinson's. And there was a time, it was a while ago, some years ago, but it was after they put the quilt for the AIDS out on the mall in DC for the last time, because there were too many blocks for the quilt to go out there anymore. So they decided to have the ceremony indoors at Johns Hopkins location, a university location in DC. And they changed everything, and Grace was supposed to sing for it, but she couldn't because it changed the time and place, and it wasn't possible. So she called me up and asked me if I would do it, and I said yes. So the idea was that the people who were going to be coming to this live indoor location would be bringing the squares of the quilt that couldn't fit on the mall. Well, no idea what that was going to be like. And so nobody knew. And we had a program, and it was lovely. And then I stood up to sing this song that I'm going to sing for you called Who to Turn To, that I wrote, that Grace requested that I do. And I started singing the song as they brought up the squares. These are, they're big squares. They're big.
Yeah.
And they piled up around me. And how I managed to be composed, I don't know. because I was standing on a stage and it was up to my knees, and then it was up to my waist. There were so many squares that I'll never forget. It was the most amazingly sad thing I've experienced at that time in my life. But the song is about caring and loving people who to turn to, and that was why Grace wanted it. But that's one of the stories that this song has done for me that sticks with me forever, I hope. Who to turn to when you're feeling low, who to ask to spend this time when you have no place to go, who to talk to when no words will seem to come, who to turn to when you're feeling low. And for a friend, I'd give most anything. Share quiet moments when nothing left to bring. I'd have no money, but I would have time. Who to turn to when you're feeling low, who to turn to when your life falls apart. Question why it happened when you know it all by heart. How to go on even though the end seems near. Who to turn to when you're feeling low, who to turn to when you're feeling low, who to ask to spend this time when you have no place to go, who to talk to when no words will seem to come, who to turn to when you're feeling low. And for a friend, your needs and mine, dear, help you keep what matters when you're not sure what you need. How to go on and discover what you feel, who to turn to when you feel low, who to turn to when you're feeling low, who to ask to spend this time when you have no place to go, who to talk to when no words will seem to come, who to turn to when you're feeling low. And for a friend I'd give most anything, who to turn to when you're feeling low.
Yeah, that's beautiful, and especially the context you're giving. That was a time of such isolation and fear of not,
Oh gosh, yes.
not having hugs, not having any proximity. One of my best friend's moms worked in the fashion industry, and all his gay uncles were gone. It's just he watched it all happen. And the question, to have a song about the question of who to turn to, also like not knowing who to talk to. Churches were turning people away. That must have been really a lot to witness. So
And I do remember, I do know there were tears in my eyes, and I did feel like I was going to just choke up and not be able to go on. And I managed to go on because they just kept coming up around me. And the host kept saying, "Can you continue?" And I was like, okay. And I just sang it over and over. I think I sang it 3 times all the way through with the chorus in every single spot. I didn't like skip like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, it's for me, friends have always been the thing that's gotten me by, I mean, it's but yeah, I realize it's a luxury or a real privilege, so to have that. But yeah. So do you have anything else next, or what are you thinking?
I'll tell you what, I felt like I've got this wonderful song by Beth Nielsen Chapman, which is a song about grieving and being able to get through it to the other side at some point. And I just felt like I wanted to do it. I haven't done it in a long time. Sand and Water, it's called. And Beth is not so much right now, but about 10 years ago wrote hit after hit after hit for country artists. And she's a fabulous performer that I got to see several times, and even went to a songwriting workshop with her where there were lots of people, and my friends forced me to get up on stage. I didn't bring my guitar. I wasn't going to do it. And they forced me up on the stage and came to me, and I sang one of the songs that I wrote and she loved it. And she was trying to shop it around for me in Nashville, but it never worked. But,
yeah.
How about that? Someone as skilled and as well known in the songwriting arena in Nashville to like my song was wow.
That's great.
She did write this when her husband passed away unexpectedly, who she was, and I changed the words to suit myself. That's the folk process, I call it. All alone, I didn't like the feeling. All alone, I sat and cried. All alone, I had to find the meaning in the center of the pain I felt inside. All alone, I came into this world. All alone, I will someday die. Solid stone is just sand and water, Billy. Sand and water, and a million years gone by. I will see you in the light of 1,000 suns. I will hear you in the sound of the wind. I will know you when I come, as we all come, through the doors beyond the grave. All alone, I heal this heart of sorrow. tomorrow, and your laughter fills my heart. And where's your smile? I will see you in the light of 1,000 suns. I will hear you in the sound of the wings. I will know you when I come, as we all come through the doors beyond the grave. Solid stone is just sand and water, Billy. Sand and water and a million years gone by.
Thank you for that. That was beautiful. Yeah. She has a way with words, no doubt.
Are you familiar with her music?
I'm really not, but I think
Oh
that's
my
one of the
gosh.
first. I mean, I may be if she's that popular, but that's,
I've got at least 5 CDs.
yeah,
Okay, I have 4 of them. There's a newer one. I haven't gotten it yet, but
yeah,
she's an amazing songwriter.
yeah. Yeah, the laughter wearing a smile is pretty, it's pretty good. Yeah. So, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can I ask one question? The guitar is a little soft, so I'm wondering if moving is there an external microphone or is it?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll try it.
But yeah. But maybe a little closer, or I'm not even sure. It could just be the program kind of compressing the sound, but last time it was a lot clearer. So
Well, and this is a different guitar.
okay.
This is the one that if it's in its case, it's too heavy for me to carry anymore.
Oh, okay.
And so this is my real guitar.
Got it.
This is a Loudon. This was handmade in Ireland. I've had it for years and years and years, and it only went to 1 gig here in that case, and I just thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
I mean, and I bought a Rain Song, which was the one I played before, which is graphite and light as air. And the case I got was soft cover, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I redid the whole business. But now that I'm doing Zooming, I just thought, but maybe I made a mistake and maybe the other one resonates better.
That's all right.
But this is such a beautiful, mellow sounding guitar that just gets better and better and better. And I've had it for a long time.
I was thinking about asking, and then I was like, nah, she'll tell me if she wants to.
37 years.
Nice.
I bought it the year that I met Sean McGee for my duet.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I'll fess up. 37 years.
That's a long relationship.
Yes, it is, for the guitar and for Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Oh.
great. Yeah, it's a beautiful song, and thanks for that. I mean, I think a lot of people are grieving right now different things. We've had some stuff in our community that has been pretty painful, and also some people just making sense of this last 18 months, kind of coming to terms with things and seeing family and friends for the first time and traveling. It's a big mix of grief and joy, and we're all feeling many feelings at once these days, I think. So
I agree with you on that. And it comes and goes.
Yeah.
Like in waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for putting some words to that for folks. So
Sure.
yeah. Good. What else are you thinking? I want to hear another Doris song when you get a chance, one of your own. So.
Oh, well, I could do the one that was my brother's favorite, which was the one that Beth was gonna, shop in Nashville.
Oh, I think that would be fun with the story there.
All right, we could do that. This was called in the beginning "No Winners, No Losers," and I wrote it after seeing the movie Kramer versus Kramer, and also reading the screenplay, which, I was already torn to pieces from the movie, and then I just went totally melted into the floor practically after reading the book. And then I honestly was on my way to visit friends, and in a car driving across Chesapeake Bay Bridge when this
Long
song
drive. It takes a while to drive it, so you might as well do something. Yeah.
This song just materialized, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on the bridge. I can't stop. I can't write this down. I just went over and over and over of it for the next 2 hours till I got to my friends, and I literally hugged and said, I need paper and pen, and they gave it to me. And here was this song. I never plan on these songs, But anyway, it had a profound effect on me, the movie and everything. And I've never had kids, but I certainly have friends who have kids. And when my friend who, not my DJ mentor, but one of the DJs at the radio station heard this song, and I had introduced it as No Winners, No Losers, he said, that's not the name. I said, you don't think so? He said, no, it's One for the Road. I said, oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
One for the Road.
All right.
Oh no. Okay, One for the Road. Oh, I got it. I wasn't planning, but that's so excuse. Let's see, I'm gonna try to play a little louder. She's been there for that for a long, long time, fixing the meals, cleaning the house, drowning in a hopeless life. Then there came the day when she could take no more. I'm leaving you, I'm leaving the kids, and this time for good. Here's a song for the road. Here's my love for a lifetime left. And when remembering, please treat me kindly. Here's one for the road. Here's a toast to my family. You cannot hate me. I love you dearly. Sat by her son for an hour or more, humming that tune, crying some tears as he slept right on. Then she held his hand and whispered the things she felt, how he's only 4, how could he know her darkest thoughts? Here's a song for the road. Here's my love for a lifetime left. And when remembering, please treat me kindly. Here's one for the road. Here's a toast to my family. You cannot hate me. I love you dearly. broken man stood silent as she walked out. What could he say? What could he do? When she felt that way, he knew he'd been blind to the needs of a desperate wife. But they had to go on, a family once more, for the good of them all. Here's a song for the road. Here's my love for a lifetime left. And when remembering, please treat me kindly. Here's one for the road. Here's a toast to my family. You cannot hate me. I love you dearly. You cannot hate me. I love you. I love you dearly. Oh, so dearly.
Yeah, beautiful, Doris.
Thank you. I haven't done that one in a while either.
Why do you think it was your brother's favorite?
You know, he never did tell me that for sure, but way back in many years ago when I used to go visit them and down by the Chesapeake Bay before they had moved out of the area. And he loved music, of course, obviously. And he had a device, I don't know what else to call it, with a 300 CD, what is it? You know what I mean?
Changer?
Changer. Yeah. And all of my CDs, all of our CDs and mine were in it.
Uh-huh.
And he fixed it so that One for the Road would come up and up and up and up. 3 or 4 songs would come and then One for the Road, It's like, okay. And so if I ever visited and the music was in the background, I would hear me a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, he and his wife and my family have all been great.
Yeah.
Supporters of my music, So. And when we talked, one of the last FaceTimes we did a couple weeks ago, we were talking about the fact that I was going to come east, at December, and we were going to have a little concert and all that. And you're going to do One for the Road, right? And that's before he made the decision that he wasn't going to be with us much longer. But I said, yes, I'm doing One for the Road for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, there's a great tradition of songs sort of that are telling a story through 2 perspectives, and I think there's even Harry Chapin did a lot of that as well, like having the different perspectives on the same thing happening. So I mean, it draws me in. I think it draws a lot of people in. It made me think of like your ability to write a story, but also you write poetry so beautifully. I'm going home from last time, or
I'm coming home.
I'm coming home. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Come home.
Yeah. And where do you, does it just come to you, or do you, because you talked about taking classes or things like that, but like just this call comes out, just says, no, this needs to be a story. No, this needs to be poetry. No, there's just no, it just comes to you. Yeah.
No, now the one that I'm not going to do today is called Rainbow Bridge. I'm just not, another day for sure. Fair. I would love to. But the same brother and wife sent me an email when I barely had email yet, because they had doggies and the doggie had passed away. They loved doggies, and they had giant Newfoundlands, okay? Giant big dogs. And I was deathly afraid of dogs. So they had to be put aside somewhere for me for years and years. that's another story. But anyway, and they found on the internet, which I was hardly knew what internet was. I mean, I was just getting the idea of it. Anonymous prose called Rainbow Bridge, and sent it to me. And Linda's message at the end was, Billy thinks that you'll write a song someday. And I put it away. And then several years later, almost 10 years later, when my kitty cat of 19 years, my prince of cats, Thomas Hardy, passed away on a Monday. Saturday, I woke up and I was in terrible shape that he was gone. And I got in the shower and here came this song.
Yeah.
I had to jump out of the shower, grab pen and pencil and paper and write it down. It has many, many verses.
Yeah.
And I have selected the ones that I will do, in person over the years. And Billy and Linda were in the audience the night that I debuted it at a concert. They came to my concert and I surprised them they didn't know I'd written it into a song. Wow. And they loved it.
I was going to say that the difference between an artist and a hobbyist, the artist jumps out of the shower. Yeah.
Yes.
When it's time to write a song. Yeah.
And I was supposed to go to a party in Virginia and I didn't want to go. And a friend said, no, you should go. And I sang a cappella my whole song to him as we drove to Virginia.
Yeah.
And it was raining and people were playing volleyball in the backyard when we got there in the rain, and a double rainbow across the sky. I was like, oh,
yeah, wow.
It was amazing, the whole thing. And then I wasn't grieving anymore that way. I was happy because I felt like I'd gotten a sign.
Yeah.
Party cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. We're looking forward to the next concert when we get to hear it. But obviously, yeah.
It'll be another time.
Good. Good. Yeah, that's a tough loss. But yeah, there's something about music that helps us through it somehow. So not everyone, but for those who it does, it's a gift. So.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It just saves my life. I've said that over and over again, saves my life.
Yeah. Good. So we're getting a little close to time. So what else were you thinking of sharing with us today?
Well, I'll tell you what I wanted to do. I'm going to look at the words just in case, but yeah, West. Oh crap, I can't find it, sorry. I probably know it, but I shouldn't take a chance on it. Oh, well, that's very sad. Oh, well. Oh, here it is.
Yep.
Okay.
I had a feeling.
This is a song that Holly Near wrote. Oh, and she called it West Virginia Friend. And I had just met Sean McGee, and I heard that song, and I changed the words because I wanted to let him know how special. And at first he was like, oh, come on, give me a break, like that. Mm-hmm. But over the years, he's loved the song. And okay, this is my version of West Virginia Friend.
Just for the, I'm sorry, just to 1 second, just so people know, Holly Near is very near and dear to the UU world. She gave the Ware lecture at the UU General Assembly and is in our hymnal. So I just Wanted you
Yes,
to, yes, okay.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She's a fabulous songwriter
Yeah.
and singer and performer.
Yeah.
Did you know that she did duets with Ronnie Gilbert, who was from the original Weavers?
Oh, okay.
They were something together. They were a force. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I don't want to say goodbye to you. Think we may not ever meet again. Remember me someday when you're lonely, and know that you've always got a friend. I know you're only passing through. I knew it from the start. Sometimes there is a love to spare deep inside my heart. The rain upon this old house roof, the harmony of our songs will be a pleasant company for me when you're gone. Oh, I don't want to say goodbye to you and think we may not ever meet again. Remember me someday when you're lonely, and know that you've always got a friend. Maybe I'll go rambling when all my songs are done. I kinda like the feel of being out here on my own. But I love these gentle tunes we sing more than strangers do. Some of us stay settled, and some of us pass through. Oh, I don't want to say goodbye to you and think we may not ever meet again. Remember me someday when you're lonely. Know that you've always got a friend. You are my friend. Oh, you know that you've always got a friend. You are my friend. Oh, you know that you've always got a friend.
Wonderful.
You could see why this person that I only knew for a few months, and I pulled this one out on the stage and sing it. Well, he was like, oh, I don't know. And it's 37 years later.
Yeah.
And we're still performing.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's beautiful. Yeah. You know, I worked with a lawyer once, and he was in it was a partnership. There's two dudes and who ran the firm, and they asked him, like, are you close with your partner? He said, well, I've had 4 wives, but 1 law partner my whole life. And that's all I have to say about that. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, they were pretty close. But yeah, that's wonderful. Partnerships like that are rare and great. So.
And if you had asked him back then if we were how long this would go, we had that talk, you know, where he said, I know this is great what we've got, but I can't say. He's 9 years younger than me. I just don't know, you know, what I want to do or where I want to go with this. And I said, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is magical. And as long as it lasts, I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay.
Wonderful. I know it's a little close to time, but we got a little bit of a late start. Do you have one more, like a closer for us? Why don't you bring us home? Yeah.
Okay, I'll come home with this one. This is a song that when after Woody Guthrie passed away, his son Arlo found this prose, and it was titled My Piece. And Arlo put it to music. And when Arlo played here, the Hawaii Theater in November of 2019, I had never heard the song before. And he introduced it and sang it and taught it to the audience. And I sang it at the side-by-side concert at your church in May.
Yeah.
2018 was when he was here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Time flies, huh?
It really does.
Sean was here and we sang it at May 2019.
Yeah.
All right, my piece.
Okay.
My piece is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've ever had. It's all I ever knew. I give my peace to all of the world, to the red and the white and the blue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got. It's all I've ever known. My peace is worth 1,000 times more than anything I own. I pass my peace around and around, cross hands of every hue. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you. My peace is all I've got that I can give to you.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, TJ, again.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to take off our spotlights here, and you can put on your other
gallery. Okay.
Gallery view and see everybody. Yeah.
Aloha, everybody.
Thank you so much, Doris. It was wonderful to have you. Yeah.
Thank you all so much for being here. TJ, again, thank you so much. Have a great time off.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do some fun things, I hope.
I will. Okay. Yeah. And I'll let everyone know when we're going to reconvene, but I think it's not going to be till July 20th, friends. I think we're going to take a few weeks off that's the plan. I got to take a vacation. I'm taking a long one. So
and will you send me the link like you did before for the YouTube?
Yeah, I'll be working on it tonight. I'm going to edit a little of our beginning shenanigans with the technical stuff, and I should get it up tonight. So.
I didn't know you could edit it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this tech stuff, but I do love some of it.
Yeah, there's also a very helpful little optimized for sound click in the software. So we'll do that. So
did the guitar get better or not?
Did when you played louder, yeah, it was clearer. Yeah.
So. Oh, I know now. Okay.
Yeah. Well, good. Well, Doris,
by the way, you know, this is Ilya Dutchendorf Jr. Ilya for Ilya Kuryakin from the Man from U.N.C.L.E. and Dutchendorf, John Denver's real last name.
Nice. Ilyana Dutchendorf. Wonderful.
Ilya.
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 Wonderful. Well, thanks everyone for a wonderful evening and a wonderful time. Enjoy the piece of the next, the song we were sent with, the piece of the coming days. Many blessings to everyone. Much love to you, Doris, and to everyone here. I'll see everyone Sunday or Friday if you're at coffee hour, but I'll see you all very soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
I'll see my circle tomorrow.
All right.
Aloha, everybody. Thank you so
Aloha.
much for being here.
All right.
It's a pleasure. Bye.
Bye-bye.